Alright, so welcome back. I keep on saying welcome back, but we are in the Netherlands now, and I've done 3 nights in Amsterdam. It was like bloody amazing. Like, I don't want to swear, but it's a great place. Absolutely loved Amsterdam, and be exciting to go do another 2 nights there once I'm done with this workaway that I'm on right now. As you see, we are on a kind of a barge ship in this kind of, I guess, canal area. And yeah, I'm living on this house barge right now. This is day 1 of the workaway, and I was basically all hands on deck today, just scrubbing the ship, and that'll be kind of my job for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, back to Amsterdam. That city was like, I was looking for something foreign, right? Like, I was talking about that in Iceland, and it hit me like a ton of bricks when I got there. Like, the first thing I noticed when I got out of Central Station after the airport was like the smells, all the bikes everywhere, the transit, people, all these kind of, I don't know if you call it like Parisian, but like all these buildings from like, I guess like the 1700s, 1800s, and there's like brick everywhere, and I was like, this is just like, wow. Like, I couldn't believe it. And like, you just, before you know, like, within 5 or 10 minutes, you're already like walking like an Amsterdam person, kind of. At least I was. I felt like I was. Like, you're just jaywalking everywhere, and there's bikes just weaving and bobbing through the crowds, and there's trams going every which way, and just, you just feel so alive. That city is so alive. And like day 1, all I did was just walk everywhere. I did the House of Bowls experience, which I would highly recommend. Basically, Bowls is a liqueur, and they're one of the oldest liqueurs in the world. And you get a little bit of a museum and a taster and a whole experience, and it's so much fun. Yeah, and then day 2, rented a bike, and that was like a blast. Like, that is the must in Amsterdam. You have to rent a bike. Yeah, you just feel like invincible when you're on this bike. But just in with the culture, in with the life, and that was so much fun. Like, I might even rent a bike again and just do it because cycling around Amsterdam is so much fun, and I just miss cycling in general. Like, I love being on 2 wheels. Yeah, so that was the end of like day 2. Day 3, I had to return the bike and just did a bit more walking. I still have a bunch of museums to go to, but I don't know, maybe I won't hit them all while I'm here, because just maybe leave something for me to come back to. And I also had this incredible conversation on day 2 at a bench, and basically, like, I sat down, asked if I could sit here. This guy's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And you know, before you know it, we spent like 2 hours talking about Amsterdam, life, people, and love, and just basically like everything was on the table. And it was just a very like open, just chat back and forth, right? And in the end, you know, like, I asked him, like, you know, or he asked me, sorry, like, what did I do for a living? I said, oh, I'm a mechanic or auto glass technician. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you know, like, car glass, I guess, is the equivalent over here, equivalent to speedy glass back home. And he's like, oh, okay, like, car glass repair, car glass replace. And he laughed, because that's like the speedy glass jingle. And it's that moment I'm like, oh, it's kind of like breaking, like you have something in common, or you're saying something that kind of like makes somebody laugh and somebody else. I don't know, it's just one of those cool moments. And then just before I can ask him what he was about to say, he like pulled out his phone and like hit like a stop button or something like that. So my immediate reaction was, and I kind of wish it was, looking back, is that I asked him if this conversation was recorded, and it's kind of like offensive. I shouldn't have said that. It's kind of rude of me, but I just kind of looked like it in the moment. Anyway, he says, of course not, of course not. No, I'd never do that. And do you know what I would do for a living? I said, no, tell me. He's like, I'm a senior director for IBM. I'm like, what? Like, no way. You know, like, the guy didn't look the part. And you know, sure enough, he showed me his badge, and he was, and that was just such a unique moment that I'm gonna remember forever. Because at that time, like, he didn't care that I was a technician. Damn that truck passing by and honking. It didn't matter that I was a technician or whatever I did. I mean, you could be, you know, I could just flip burgers for a living, and I could have still had a conversation with this guy. Like, he just wanted to have a conversation with me, and you know, like, I don't know if that happens back at home. I mean, granted, I did say, you know, hey, you know, are you a traveler? And he said, no, I live here. You know, I live here permanently. I grew up here. And I guess you won't ask those questions in your hometown to strangers, but I don't know. It was just something I'll remember forever. So, now I'm on a barge boat in the Netherlands with a very Dutch couple. They are they're very funny, actually. And yeah, I think I'm gonna like it here for the next 3 weeks. My emotions have been just, you know, super high and had some lows. I have missed Jen, and you know, when she has her hard times, you know, it's hard when you can't be there for somebody, and you know, there's nothing that you can do other than just to be a voice. You know, sometimes that's enough, but you always feel better when you can be there, you know, close and physically with somebody. So I guess that's it. I mean, Netherlands has been like way more emotionally charged and more life to it already than Iceland. I mean, granted, Iceland was more beautiful, but Netherlands is like kind of set a good pace for Europe. So anyways, it's like 7 minutes long now, so I better like wrap this up. Thank you for watching, and thank myself for watching this in the future, and go ahead and give it a like, or I'll like myself. Anyways, I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks. Cheers.